All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. We'll be using this opportunity to update you all on our company's progress and developments and partnerships, and also answer any questions that you might have for us. My name is Sukhman Nijjar, and I will be hosting today's discussion. Today, we'll be joined by our CEO, Alex Fedosseev, and members across our team, from customer success being covered by Emily, operations being covered by Daniel and Julia, and engineering updates covered by Maria and Roman. We ask that you submit your questions via the Q&A button at the bottom of the Zoom window. You can just press a button, ask your question, and submit it to us, and we'll be able to review them and have them ready to be answered to at the end of our webinar today. We know that many of you might be coming in from our crowdfunding campaign in Republic, maybe somebody on social and Telegram. So let's just begin with a general introduction of 1World from our CEO, Alex Fedosseev. Go for it, Alex.
Thank you, Suk. Yeah, everybody, welcome to 1World. Many of you already participated in our previous sessions, and some of them new. That's why we structure our presentation. We'll cover both the recent updates, including some major announcement, as well as just overall progress of the company and reminding everybody what we do and how we operate. So my name is Alex Fedosseev. I am based in Redwood City, California. That's where our company was founded back in 2011 and started operations in 2012. And the team is global. We are about 35 people strong, distributed around the world. All business folks are in US. We have remote engineering team in Europe and many representatives around the world. So we're talking during really interesting times because all of us, of course, are affected by pandemic. And we touched about this in our previous sessions, but I just want to emphasize that this is not necessarily just negative impact, because we see both the good and the bad implications for our business. On the publisher side, it's really moving very fast and very efficiently because of pandemic. Many publishers are affected and they're much more willing to negotiate and get new innovative tools quickly because they're interested in new revenue opportunities. They like technology, they want to move fast and use it as one of recovery tools. So we have major progress with the publisher development this year. We pretty much doubled our network and have many new regions launched. On advertising side, the second half of our business, it's definitely affected. There are many challenges, but the good news is advertisers are spending less, but they're spending smart, and they're looking for better tools with better return on investment and better conversions. So we are coming as one of those tools on the market, and despite of pandemic, we're still closing deals, and you'll see some examples of it. And what we consider important is during these challenging times, very much like I did in my previous startups in Silicon Valley during the .com crisis and then 2008 crisis, companies build their products. This is definitely time to build and put more value and deliver more features and more functionalities and more value to the customers. So that's exactly what we're doing. Just remind you about our platform. 1World consists of the front-end tools, which are very nice, interactive, fully customizable engagement tools, from polls to quizzes, trivia, debates, surveys, and we have open API, so our clients can develop their own experiences. On the back end, we have a lot of tools for analytics, performance monitoring, AI-powered components. We'll discuss some of them. We have registration and loyalty program for users, which makes our platform unique. That is powered by points and tokens. So people can earn points and then redeem them to either tokens or eventually some other goods. And as a result, we can do much more powerful and more targeted advertising. And my team members will talk about this today. In terms of value proposition, we consider ourselves as a triple win because advertisers win based on our tools' ability to target and create nice interactive experiences. Publishers win because we retain the audience and increase engagement and revenue by adding our interactive tools to their websites. And the audiences win because they're incentivized. 1World has a unique tool that allows to run loyalty programs and motivate audiences to register and become participants, not just readers. Usually when we pitch to publishers, we emphasize our engagement value proposition, monetization via ads or some research projects, and retention through a reward system. And one important thing about 1World is really easy to integrate. And then Julie and the operations team, they built amazing tools and processes now to make it really streamlined and optimized. So they will talk about it today. And if you look at 1World from the business perspective and how we make money, you can think about us as a bridge between demand and supply. On the supply side, we have all these big publishers, including major media holdings and traffic aggregators. And on the demand side, you can see either programmatic revenue coming from advertising tags or brands, agencies, and some channel partners coming with what we call direct deals. So then we'll talk about this and how we optimized it. And I'm very happy that our technology, not only on the deployment side, but also the monitoring and operational side, is getting more and more advanced. This is a snapshot of our team. Now we actually don't have enough space to put all the new members, but you can see that the business team in the US, they have now representatives Latin America, Caribbean region is developing very nicely. Emily will talk about this. The Africa development, we reported it in the previous sessions. It continues strong. We have major traction in Europe that Julie will cover, and also in Asia that Vadim is driving. We're probably going to report next time, but there are very interesting deals developing in Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia. So traction all around. And tracking our metrics, we accomplished 2 major milestones this summer. We reached 20 million registered engaged users and 80 million of loads and crossed 3,700 partner accounts in our system. So this dynamic actually continues very strong. I think we already jumped from 80 to 82 million and we're close to 21 million. So we definitely see very positive dynamics and think by January 1st, these numbers are going to change dramatically. So that's very good to recognize as a team effort. I want to share with you some of the business deals because of course at the end of the day we all want to make money. So just a few names that you can see and close, and if you're interested in leads in development. So as we reported already, we are building good traction through Republic channel. So you can see Zephyr Seed and Genobank as examples. Julie will talk about Pre-Match. We also have deals with Lottery.com and ProShark that is on the final review and signature. But most importantly, we have some interesting major brands that are already talking to us. And these are mostly regional deals that we're running in different parts of the world, not just US. So you can see some of these good names coming. And of course, we posted about all the interesting signatures and closed deals as we go forward. One thing I want to mention, our team did research, and I want to remind everybody that native advertising, according to all market data and analytics and experts that talk about the subject, is the future. Native advertising absolutely is going to take over traditional digital advertising, which is not very efficient. And 1World is perfectly positioned for that because we combine interactive experiences, very organic, and advertising tools. So this is just a summary of a big report. And for all investors, we will be happy to share more details, but this is looking really great because we're not just developing our product, but we operate in the context of overall industry, and it's looking very positive for us. Essentially, it's going to switch to native advertising by 2022. Majority of advertising is going to be native. Now, talking about the big news today, we announced in partnership with Algorand, which is a very interesting combination of the top-notch technology company, the foundation, a couple of investment funds, and a few incubators that they run. It's not just one company, it's an ecosystem of many companies. And it's based in the US, mostly Massachusetts and Georgia, and some people in Florida. And from my point of view, this is the most innovative blockchain platform in North America, maybe in the world, which really good fit for 1World because we, of course, consider ourselves the most innovative native advertising platform. We are building these loyalty programs and incentives and engagement tools in media. As you know, we have blockchain-based ID management and loyalty and incentives. So that fits really well. So our next generation platform will be built with Algorand as one of the fundamental components. We have conversations going on since earlier this year, and both teams are very excited to work with each other. We got selected by them and vice versa. because we see both potential of our joint solution and the traction on the market. Just a little bit about the history. You can check Algorand online and read about them. There's a lot of case studies. It's a very powerful ecosystem with many companies participating. But essentially, they enable frictionless finance through not just the blockchain fundamental tools like everybody else, but also a very sophisticated ecosystem where many features are supported out of the box. Unlike Ethereum and many other traditional blockchain solutions, which require additional instruments and tools and ecosystem to be brought in, Algorand is essentially self-contained. It has everything that people need to build their applications, deploy them, get their tokens operational on the market, and build communities and everything that needed to make successful. The founder of Algorand is a famous scientist. His name is Silvio Micali. He is American Italian, was a lecturer at MIT since 1980s. He got awards, 4 prestigious scientific awards, including Turing Award. And he founded Algorand and brought best people from MIT, from IBM, and from other companies. So the company is very well funded. They operate in US and global markets. And they have an investment fund called Borderless Capital. So that's the one we signed the partnership deal. We have MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, which goes for years forward, which includes technology partnership, operational support, business development, PR, marketing, and investment. And we defined our first few milestones already. One is already in progress and will be delivered in September, which is a POC or proof of concept. By November, we want to build a pilot with one of the publishers, kind of a test pilot, using their solution and 1World use cases. And we're looking for mid-2021 for the production level transition to Algorand. So this is what our team is already working very hard. Our CTO is involved. This is pretty much his direct responsibility to build all these milestones. And application team, front-end engineers, and business analysts and other team members are also involved. In terms of investment, we signed MOU and a warrant. So Borderless Capital is committed to participate in our round B, and we definitely welcome them to this lineup. You probably remember that 1World is already a very diversified set of investors, US and globally. So Borderless Capital is joining a very good company with the Times Group of India, investment arm, Emerald Hills, Berkeley Angel Network, the Japanese fund, Defta Partners, Altair Ventures, Fifth Era, Cureso Forum, Sky Family Office, and Nest VC, and Launch Gurus. So this is a very nice addition for us. We're absolutely excited that we have a combination now of strong investment partner and technology partner, and looking forward to build a great solution together. With this, back to you, Suk.
Thank you, Alex. Did you want to stop sharing your screen, or you want us to continue?
Yes, I'll stop sharing.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I see that we have some Q&A questions coming in, so please keep those coming in. We'll be collecting these and responding to these at the end of our webinar today. Let's see here. Great. So today I'll be taking over and talking a little bit about our Republic campaign and some more news of 1World, just kind of surfacing online across the web. Republic is a crowdfunding platform, and they are kind of the most trafficked crowdfunding platform out there on the net. And they actually started a superhero series, with what they call it, to recognize founders who are taking the leap in founding companies. And our own CEO, Alex, was actually recently invited to share insights into the lead up of founding 1World Online. So this is a really awesome opportunity. I mean, we're joined by a bunch of awesome issuers who also run crowdfunding campaigns on Republic. And this is an opportunity to get our message across and our mission across to not only investors on Republic, but elsewhere as well. So this should be releasing in the next week or so. We'll be sure to share this link via our Republic channels and social channels as well. In addition to this, we were recently invited to join the Vice President of Brand Capital on a podcast series that they host. This podcast series is hosted by Piyush Puri, so it's the Vice President of Brand Capital. This is an awesome opportunity for us to really talk about, trends in the space, how 1World is disrupting the digital media industry, our launch in India via Times Group, which is one of the biggest media holdings in the world. So this is a great opportunity to get some brand recognition around 1World. And additionally, we'll be sharing this link on our social channels when it does release. And in addition to that, we actually are launching for the first time ever what we're calling an advocate series, with our first feature coming from the president of Brand Capital, Neville Taraparawala. So Brand Capital is one of the lead investors in 1World. We're a portfolio company of theirs. And Brand Capital is very, very well known, based from India. Actually, they're investment arm of Times Group themselves. But what we hope to do is be working with or partnering with big names that are already working with us, and discussing more about why they chose to work with 1World, and in this case, as Brand Capital is an investor, why they actually proceeded with that investment. So again, we're looking to, on a daily, weekly basis, we're being reached out to people, given the opportunity to interview and showcase our brand, and this is just an example of that. Additionally, if you're not familiar already, we're actually having a campaign that's been launched for about 4 months now on Republic. So this is a crowdfunding platform that allows anyone in the world to make an investment for as little as $100. We actually reached our minimum funding goal a few months ago, which was 100,000, and now we're at 186,000, which is amazing. We actually have the opportunity to go all the way up to $1 million. Our deadline is December 31st, so we have a few months left. But if you are curious about, from top to bottom, understanding what 1World is, the problem we're solving, how we're solving it, we really do recommend for you to go to republic.co/1worldonline. It's a very succinct way for us to get our message across, and I think the way we set it up would be an awesome opportunity to answer any questions if you have any already with us and who we are. In addition to being on Republic, we actually found the opportunity to help Republic campaigns just like ours draw traffic to their campaigns using 1World. So how we're doing that is we basically created versions of IMUs, or interactive media units, for different issuers. So one of them on the left is Genobank. They're in the genomic sequencing space. The center one is our own. We're using our own application to, endorse or throw traffic to our own campaign. And on the right, Zephyr Aerospace is a disruptive product for the airline industry. So you can actually see, although these current ones are paused, we're actually launching the next iteration of these ads soon. So you'll be able to see these ads and IMUs across the web on sites like Times Group, Newsweek, International Business Times, so on and so forth. So this is a really good, awesome opportunity for us. Crowdfunding is a growing industry. Every day there's new issuers. So we see this as an opportunity to provide our advertising solution across the board for these issuers. And additionally, in collaboration with our Republic campaign, Alex actually had the opportunity to pitch on live reality television to the Drapers. The Drapers are a family from San Francisco, California, who are known as probably the most influential family in venture capital. This is a really awesome opportunity where Alex was able to pitch Shark Tank style to these investors. And as a follow-up, we were included in Republic. So these episodes are actually still playing on Sling, YouTube, and I believe Economic Times. So if you Google 1World Meet the Drapers, you'll be able to find our episode, and we really do encourage you to watch it. Without further ado, I would like to forward this over to Emily.
Yes, hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Sug.
Yep. Let me just stop sharing, and I'll give you control. Emily.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, hello everyone. This is Emily, and I'm coming to you from Southern New Hampshire today. And now we'll be covering customer success updates. So we continue to have great success with our Tier 1 US publishers, Newsweek, IBT Media Group, which includes IB Times, UK and US editions, Medical Daily, which is a health-related site, Latin Times, and Player One, which is for gamer enthusiasts. We are continuing to expand our client base to other regions, continents around the world, living up to our name, 1World Online. We expanded to Africa region with publishers Punch, Tribune Online, Business Day, The Nation, Not Just Okay, and others. We have also expanded into the Caribbean with deployments of 1World platform onto publishers The Guardian, TT, CNC3, and others. Also into Western Europe with The Good Times, Eastern Europe with Menfin, Economist, and Finance UA. As a result of these expansions of our platforms into these other regions, we have experienced increases in self-registrations, over 70 a month in the US, America First Projects, American Renaissance, Inside Business, Latin America, Forest Mexico, New Guinea, Eastern Europe, India, Asia, and other countries. We are also pursuing new leads as well. In the UK, the Argent Media Group, US, American Media, India, Times Now News, South Korea, Shozan, and Caribbean Nation News. Due to these expansions across the globe, our content team has also expanded. In the US, we have Bobby, Dominique, Ronnie, and Daniel. In the African region, we have Nikkei, Ibranki. Europe, we have Chloe, and Asia, Isabel. And as we expand into other world regions, we will add on to our team accordingly with local content creators to provide relevant and engaging content. At the moment, our team is covering the Caribbean Premier League tournament going on until September 10th, providing them with daily polls, trivia, and debates. So far, our platform tools have generated 200,000 views and 5,000 votes and counting. Not only do we provide support for special events, our content team continues to create exciting daily polls across different categories, generating exceptional results. At this moment, our library has over 500,000 polls and counting. Along with polls, our team is creating exciting new content in the form of quizzes. We provide ID quizzes, fact quizzes. This one is an ID quiz, which is which presidential candidate will you vote for? Depending on how you answer the questions, it will link you with the perfect candidate you should vote for. This also provides insights into participating audiences, prime advertising opportunities, and along with native branded ads. We also offer exciting surveys that excuse me, allows incentives, social media logins, and sharings, along with insights into audience participation. Since it's election year, we are offering our debate series, which is, along, different issues about the elections. Our debate platform provides two sides of the stories with expert opinions, data points, and facts, and is extremely engaging with multiple rounds where audiences can vote on each round and final results. And it also provides advertising, which increases revenue streams. We also provide unique trivia to our partners, served via tags, which are highly engaging as well. Ads are served and it increases ad revenues to the publishers and provides crowdsourcing options as well. Now on to new product features. Snapshots feature are continuing to be the most popular posts on our social media channels. Snapshots will become automatically created on our platform, ready and easy to share on social media, which will redirect audiences to the publisher's site, increasing traffic and ad revenue. Another exciting feature is our Smart X feature, where artificial intelligence engine links articles to relevant polls, making the audience experience more engaging. So as you can see here, there's an article about Lionel Messi, and there's an automatically generated poll linking it to this particular article. And here's another example as well, where the poll is linked automatically to the relevant article. This helps the content team scale poll creation. With increased number of publishers, we have implemented this feature, which is, just a better way of getting relevant polls to relevant articles and being successful and delivering engaging content to our audience. And that's pretty much it for me. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Emily.
And now we go on to Daniel, Head of Operations. Let me stop. There we go.
All right, thank you, Emily. So I'll bring up my share. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Dan Ward from the operations team here at 1World Online, and today I'm excited to introduce 1World's new Publisher Direct Advertising service that brings new incremental revenue and yield optimization opportunities to our preferred publisher partners. 1World Online works with a number of publishers across the globe, and many of them share the same common goals for more interactive content and revenue-generating opportunities. We believe that the new 1World Publisher Advertising Services will help publishers in their mission to achieve those goals. With the Publisher Direct Advertising Service, our account team partners with publishers to develop a customized and strategic advertising plan to meet the specific needs of each individual publisher. This plan is easy to deliver through an initial one-time standard deployment of the interactive media unit across the publisher's website. Advertising is delivered to the publisher website by newly developed code embedded within the interactive media unit and served alongside the poll, trivia, or quiz content. We call this advertising control technology the Smart Tag because it selects the most valuable advertising impression from all available channels, and this generates the greatest value for our publisher partners. Through the Publisher Direct Advertising Service, publishers are able to leverage the interactive media unit as an incremental ad placement to deliver 1World Online's premium and programmatic advertising campaigns in addition to the publisher's own advertising inventory. The Smart Tag is configured on the back end by 1World's administrators to deliver advertising from all available channels to ensure the delivery of optimal yield for every impression. The Smart Tag will consider both 1World demand and any additional publisher demand to determine the value of all eligible advertising in real time. Once the highest valued eligible impression is identified, it is delivered within the interactive media unit upon the publisher's website. The Smart Tag configuration ensures the delivery of the greatest valued impression available every time. The advertising inventory is delivered across all device categories, including desktop, mobile, and tablet, and the sizes available today are standard IAB banner sizes, including the 728 by 90 and 300 by 250. The Smart Tag is compatible with ad serving technologies like Google Ad Manager, and it supports the delivery of standard advertising creative tags, in addition to publisher passback tags, including the commonly used GPT and AdSense passbacks. Publisher direct advertising services are currently available to 1World online publisher partners. Please feel free to reach out to us anytime for more information. Thank you. And now I'll pass it over to Julia.
Thank you. Okay, I'm switching on my screen share. Okay, yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Julia. I'm an operations manager for European region. And today I will be focusing on our progress in Eastern Europe. On our next webinar, I'm sure I will be as excited to share the same headway we did here in Western Europe. So during the last 3 months, we've launched several new publishers in Eastern Europe. The main ones are 4 main websites, which are Opposite Vital, Minfin, Finance UA, and Economist UA. Minfin and Finance UA are major financial and investment websites in Ukraine. Opposite Vital is a news website with multiple sections dedicated to politics, sports, economists, and other topics. So also we have several major leads with other publishers and media holdings. The 2 main ones are Ukrainian Media Holding Group, which includes over 20 websites with traffics varying from 1 million unique views per month to up to 50 million. One of the websites we will be focusing there are Correspondent.net, which is a general topic news website, similar to Opposite Vital, and Football UA, which is mainly focused on sports, as you can see from its name. The other major media holding is Ukrnet. It includes almost 10 websites. It has slightly smaller traffic, but it is still a major player here in Ukraine. So also today I wanted to share with you some of the best practices we've noticed while working with our publishers. These are promo polls and bringing new formats to the publishers' advertising partners. So let's start with promo polls. So this is a format when the publisher puts our IMUs, our widget, on the sidebar of their website, usually on the home page. So the poll, the content of the widget, includes the leading question usually with 2 to 3 answers related to the business of the advertiser. So here it says, do you like online shopping? And it is actually an ad for an online shopping platform. So the answers are yes and no. And if the user chooses the answer yes, he is redirected to the landing page of the online shopping platform and is offered a freebie, for example, a certificate for a certain amount of money he or she could use to purchase something. And if he or she answers no, they are redirected to the article describing the benefits of online shopping in general. So as you can see, the users who answer yes are actually qualified leads and have higher probability of conversion later on. So the other thing I wanted to cover is bringing new formats to the publishers' advertiser partners. So here the case is that most of the major publishers have their own relationships with advertising partners. And like when we are integrating into the site of the publisher, we go forward and offer them to present our our polls and other content formats to their advertisers as a new exciting format of ads, which brings higher click-through rates and conversions. So we've noticed that for this format of relationships between publisher and advertiser, the first step is bringing this kind of native content, native polls, which are integrated in article, as you can see on the right side. Okay, so moving on to the advertisers. So we've had a new exciting launch this last month. It is Parimatch, which is a sports betting service here in Eastern Europe. So it is actually one of the biggest advertisers in the region with great advertising budgets. We're also having preliminary discussions with launching campaigns with two other advertisers, which are Citrus and Rosetka. Both are shopping platforms which sell technical technologies and household appliances. So let's discuss the formats which are mainly used in advertising. So here, let's see it on the example of Parimatch. As you can see, they use two main formats. The first one is here. It is a trivia, which is a short test. After the user votes either way, he is redirected to the second slide, where on the right side is the result, if their answer was correct or not. And on the left side, there is an ad banner. So the first thing is that this format of interaction with the user, it is very native because the content of the poll usually matches the content of the article. And the second thing is that the ads are presented in a non-obtrusive manner. And usually most of the advertisers actually add some kind of button to this banner. And we can track the clicks, all the clicks to the banner, and the clicks redirect the users to the landing page. And the second format is the one I already described previously, which is a poll, as an ad. So depending on what is the answer of the user, they are redirected to various landing pages as a qualified lead already. So here it is presented in a mobile version. As you can see, all the content is highly adaptable to any kind of displays and any kind of devices. And so, yeah, here is our two most popular types of ads formats. The first one is content as an ad. This is the same mechanism I described to you. So as you can see, there is no obvious ad banner. The advertising is made as a content itself. So you are asked a question which is related to the business of the advertiser, and depending on your answer, you are redirected to the landing page of the advertiser. And on the right side, this is a format of trivia I've already described to you. It offers both content advertising and interstitial ad banner, as you can see below. And that's it for me. Thank you. I will be passing on the word to Roman. Roman, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
Okay.
So I can start, yeah?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. I have some issues with my desktop Zoom. So Maria, could you please share the presentation?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you in the webinar. My name is Roman, and my role is business analyst. and today I'd like to make an overview for the half-year period of the product development. Next, please. We are objective-oriented team, and all decisions that we made were based on the next point. The first, it's increasing revenue for our partners and, of course, 1World company. The next, it's to make better the user experience. We want to make our products with good usability and useful for our consumers. Also, we have been working on internal and external processes and reach good results on the team performance. And as you know, we are a high-load platform, so the performance of our servers is extremely important as for us as for our clients. And in my opinion, we have reached good result through all these points. Next. And let's talk about achievements that we reached. The first bucket is about the campaign management system. We provide an opportunity to create advertisement campaigns with high performance creatives, as Julia showed previously. And for the last half year, we have implemented the next improvements. The campaign management became faster with the cloning campaign feature. So advertisers can make a full copy of their campaign and the creatives just in one click, and it saves a really huge piece of their time. The account balance are also about saving time of advertisers. So advertisers can replenish the balance and use this amount in the future instantly without any credit cards, etc. Also, we have added new sizes for creatives and provided more options for creatives, and advertisers can place different sizes and read the best performance of their campaigns. Advertisers need to know the performance of their campaigns, so we have implemented very informative reports for them. Reports include information about core metrics like CPM, CTR, clicks, etc. And also, advertisers can see the distribution of the votes of their target audience. It is, I think, also very important and useful for them. So it's a good bounty. And for VIP advertisers, we added a specific role agent. The agent should help advertisers with the management process and performance improvement of the campaign. And of course, advertiser can ask him about any else question related to our products. Next. Yeah, the 1World system process big amount of data, and we worked with the improvements on this front too. We have expanded the list of ad networks that we support, so we can use AdSense and the smarter networks to increase our ads and the revenue values. And also we started tracking different metrics about advertisers' performance and revenues. Next. Yeah, and of course, it's a big goal about revenue, and for reaching objectives related to the revenue, we made several important features. The first, we together with the publisher have been starting the monetization of the really powerful part of the product, its inside page. So today, publishers can earn money with us and with our inside page. And we are in process of the implementation of the sponsor content campaigns as a new type of promotion for brands. This tool will help brands appear on the pages of the big publishers, and the publishers will, with us, will obtain a new source of income. And the direct deal also will help us to build a new revenue stream for publishers and new opportunities to get more efficient ads for brands. I think they were the main, but not all improvement that we made. So thank you for your attention. Feel free to ask me any questions. And yeah, please, Maria, you can continue.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Maria. My role is a project manager. And today I would like to go in depth into the key features we've implemented within last few months. Sorry, it does not. Oh, okay. I'm going to start with the Smart Ticks feature. So what is it and how does it work? If this option is enabled, the system will automatically fill up empty widget with the most relevant polls from the public library of the 1World system. And the key advantage is an analysis of the content of the article and the formation of the list of polls in the widget related to the context. So we should not spend too much time for poll creation and tracking the most popular articles. The system will do it itself. Here is an example of the SmartX widget deployment. The next update is that now we can add side ad units also for quizzes. These placements of units showed good results for polls widget. As there are more opportunities for ad clicks and accordingly for increasing revenue. Now our partners are able to place ad units with any allocation also for quizzes, as we can see here. Yeah. The next significant update is related to Insight pages. Page where users can see additional statistics connected with a certain poll question. And many publishers don't have a custom Insight page, and in this case, the system uses the default Insight page. And previously, we didn't know about the number of views, clicks, votes, Insight page revenue. But now admins have an opportunity to see these stats about the default Insight page performance in the special dashboard. Also, we've added a separate set of ad units for mobile Insight page. Ad units for different devices should have different sizes. And the set we've created provides an opportunity to add different ad tags for different device types. And it is a new way to monetize our traffic. The next big part of updates is related to campaign management business model. Now we have campaign management revenue reports that collect data about advertisers' activities and calculated 1World profit and costs for the third-party services. And admins can see information about total revenue per some period of time and can see reports by each advertiser separately. And finally, we've delivered the business flow for the new role in the system called Agent that was created to have an opportunity to manage campaigns on behalf of advertiser. The admin can assign the agent role to a regular existing user, as we can see here. Also, the admin can attach the agent to one or several advertisers and vice versa. The agent has access to assigned advertisers only. So after the login, the system transfers him to the page with the list of available advertisers. And he can see advertisers' names, number of campaigns in different statuses. Then agent can choose particular advertiser and access his account. Here agent can see general statistics and also see statistics for the particular campaign. He's also able to create new campaign or edit or clone existing ones on behalf of advertiser. To create new campaign, the agent should tap the Create Campaign button and fill up all required fields, such as start and end date of the campaign, budget, audience, etc. Moreover, the agent is able to create new creatives on behalf of advertiser. There are 4 available options: poll as an ad, poll and static banner, poll only, and static banner only. And also agent can replenish the balance of the advertiser's account. He can use advertiser's credit card, but doesn't have access to already saved credit cards. And on the last step, the agent has an opportunity to pay for the campaign. He can use either advertiser's balance for payment or his credit card or bank invoice option. For the token campaigns, he can make a payment from his blockchain wallet. And yes, that's the most significant updates from the product side. Thank you for your attention. Let's switch to social media updates. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria. And Roman.
Thank you so much for the screen share.
Yeah, please stop sharing, Maria.
Yes, one moment.
Having a few technical difficulties. There we go. Got it. Well, hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Dominic Greet based here in South Carolina, one of the states in the United States, and I'll be joined by my colleague, Leonard Jackson, who is the manager for some of our social media communities. We want to begin by just talking about some of the social media platforms that we are on and give you some general numbers. Then I will turn it over to Leonard to talk about some of the specific things that we're doing within our Telegram and WhatsApp communities. Currently, 1World, we take advantage of 6 social media platforms primarily. Sapien, it's a new, one of the newer platforms, blockchain-based, kind of a groundbreaking, doing some new things in the social media space and atmosphere. Twitter, we're active on Telegram, Facebook, the WhatsApp app, and on LinkedIn. To give you some general information about some of the sizes of our community and our connections, currently we have 23,489 followers on our Facebook page. We have 5,547 Twitter followers. On LinkedIn, we have 3,972 connections. Sapien uses a slightly different metric. They use what's called tribes. Currently, we have a 1World tribe that has over 20 plus followers. That can be a little misleading. It's not your traditional connections or friends-based type of platform. So some of those numbers could be a little misleading, which is why we're not reporting that in the same way. But we do have an active tribe on Sapien that receives a number of charges and engagement. Our Telegram group currently has 1,362 followers, and currently on WhatsApp, we have 149 active engaged participants. And one of the things that we do to assist with engagement is we offer a number of incentives that encourage persons to engage. It's a place where we cultivate discussions and have various conversations ranging from some of our product updates, news that's going on in the ad tech and advertising industry, as well as discussions related to cryptocurrency on our token-based channel. At this time, I'll turn it over to my colleague, Mr. Leonard Jackson, who can share some insights. Leonard, are you on?
Thank you. And, leave the screen. I don't have control right now.
No problem.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Leonard, and thank you for joining us today for our webinar presentation. Thanks for the introduction, Dominique. Let me fill in the additional points concerning the community efforts that we've been doing since our last update. All right. Performance in the majority of our social media channels has been pretty consistent for the last month. We've started the process on our Telegram channels of removing our spam and inactive members in order to streamline the channel. Essentially, we're trying to get our numbers down to the core users that actually contribute, or users that are likely to look at content without contributing needless content, spam, or anything that we, is undesirable and requires extra work on the channel. We've been seeing a problem across all Telegram channels with, I'm assuming that the bot technology has evolved a little bit, but we're getting a plethora of spam late night, and during the day, it's kind of disruptive to the conversation. So by pairing the members back, we're hoping that we can tackle this problem head on and kind of stop it before it gets outsized, because I've seen channels that get completely unmanageable when it's not addressed. We're also continuing our campaign of utilizing user testimonials to educate all classes of users about the brand and the product. And that's in conjunction with our regular stream of updates and content sharing. Additionally, we've implemented the VIP group we've discussed previously if you've been on these webinars. That group is currently live, but we have yet to begin pushing regular content down that channel. For a refresher, if you're not aware, this group consists of investors, brand evangelists, and power users that provides a direct line of communication with the team, as well as timely updates about our products and services. If you're interested in this and you'd like to participate, please contact me via Telegram, via PM, and I'll be happy to get you joined, because that's an invite only. It's not really open to the public. We want to, again, keep that conversation highly relevant to the participants on that particular channel. Finally, we hope to expand our use of in-channel polls on Telegram. We had some limited success with our bringing the polls over from the platform to the Telegram channel, specifically in format, so allowing users on the channel to share their opinions about popular contemporary topics. We hope to continue that, and we also hope to introduce, beyond those polls, some quizzes that incentivize users to participate for small token rewards, clout, what have you. Also, the users that are genuinely motivated to talk about the product. So you should see that coming to fruition within the next week on the Telegram channel, and we're still exploring ways to implement that on our WhatsApp properties, as the bot technologies are a little bit different and there's not direct compatibility between the two. So it's going to take a small bit of engineering, but it does seem possible. It's feasible at least. And that's it for me. Let me hand it back to Alex, I believe.
Great.
And Alex, we're going to release screen sharing to you.
Thank you, Leonard. Thank you, Dominique. So we have just a minute or so left. I know we're at the top of the hour, so we'll just try to go quick. We have a few questions. Alex, I'll ask you directly. Can you talk a bit on the current tokens and how they are transferred?
Right. Yeah, thank you for the questions, first of all, and thanks to all presenters. So current tokens are advertising and loyalty. The new tokens are built around the content creation and distribution. So at this point, we are still researching the options about if we want to connect existing tokens and new tokens. It's not decided yet. That's why we have 3 milestones with Algorand to determine not only the building of new application, but also connection to the existing ecosystem. So we should know by early next year if there'll be such a program or not. But in any case, both use cases will be continue supported. And I think both existing token holders and new tokens in 2021 are going to be very exciting tools on the market.
Great. And then just 3 quick questions, Alex. How can investors help grow the 1World business? What part can they play in our ecosystem?
Yeah, Thank you. As Leonard and Dominic mentioned, we welcome people that want to participate into our VIP groups, and it could be happening on multiple fronts. So investors, of course, first and foremost, they can invest into Republic campaign, but if they want to help growth of our business, they can join us in developing our publisher network. And big thanks to the team members that already came from our investment community, like Wendell, who is developing Caribbean region, or Aaron, who is developing Latin America, which is a great help already. Also, our investors can bring in advertisers, which is a little bit different in nature than publisher development and requires certain understanding of the verticals and approach to market, but that's the second way they can help. And third, of course, if they're interested in the next round, we just started, we opened the door for round B through the, essentially just the convertible note. So Republic is our validation of the price, and we're really happy to see that the new price has been validated by Algorand, by Republic, and overall investment community. So this is very good news for existing investors. So we're open to any kind of ideas and proposals, and please email us or use of 1World social channels to indicate your interest and level of involvement that you would like to have with us.
Great. Yeah. I mean, if you're a user of the internet and you have a website that you follow a lot, or you have an advertiser in mind, we work with both. So please feel free to forward any of those our way. Alex, just on Algorand, it's a huge announcement. We know that they're developing partnerships with Republic and many others in the space. Can you talk about how this affects 1World strategy in future?
Yes, that's definitely #1 question today, because everybody recognizes the scale of this company. For those who are familiar with the blockchain and cryptocurrencies, this is essentially the main blockchain in the world as of today, the way I see it, especially for all North American companies. This is the go-to place. Republic nodes were issued on Algorand, Props was issued on Algorand, dozens of other companies issued on Algorand. This is the biggest and most powerful ecosystem you can imagine. They have a few incubators in Asia and Europe, in London, and not only North American operations. So we can see that the implications are coming in 3 different ways, right? First of all, we're going to use superior technology, and I'm very excited about this. And our CTO is very excited about this. Number 2, this investment definitely is important for our company from strategic perspective, because it does help to grow our valuation, obviously, and that's what all of our investors want. The valuation of the company continue to go up. And number 3 is that they're great for business development. Part of our agreement that we signed is that Algorand is going to help other business introductions, and both North America and global. And they absolutely do it. They actually do help their portfolio companies to grow business. So looking forward to it.
Great. And then last question. Obviously, we're growing across regions now. Could you elaborate a bit on our expansion plan globally?
Yes, thank you. So Africa, Caribbean, and Eastern Europe are the top 3 that are already going very strong. We're looking forward for Aaron to drive Latin American accounts that we launched about a month ago. There's ongoing business development, but we're also looking at other regions. Thank you for the question, for example, about India. This is another great market. We're very interested. So we'll continue expansion to India. As Julia mentioned, Western Europe. We have quite a few active projects there. We're probably premature to announce them, but I hope that next webinar in September, we're going to talk about them in more details. So it's continuing, and we see global markets right now as easy take. It's like low-hanging fruit. Because of COVID-19, there's a much more flexibility, and we see much faster business development turning to sales across regions.
Great. Awesome. Well, that sums it up. Thank you very much, everyone on the 1World team, for presenting. Hopefully we provided value to all the attendees today. We'll be making regular webinars like this, so we'll make an announcement in the next couple of weeks for any updates that we do have in the future. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@oneworld.com, oneworldonline.com, sorry. Thank you very much again, and I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
You too.